Welcome to Toffee TV. This is my 3 talking points from Chelsea 4, Everton 0. The Blues absolutely battered in London. Just a real, really awful display from Everton in West London today. First thing we want to talk about is the performance, because I think it needs talking about. It was absolutely diabolical. Easily for me the worst performance since Martinez era. Like I said before, possibly the 5-0 at Chelsea was up there under Koeman, but that was an embarrassing display today. No fight, no heart shown, nothing. We didn't show anything. We didn't even. You can lose games, but you've got to at least fight and battle. There was 3,000 Evertonians went down there on Sunday, and they've been massively shortchanged, really, by the team. A really poor performance. We've not seen that. Looking as though they don't care. I'm not saying they don't care, but it looked like they didn't care today, and it's not good. Obviously, we've been on a good run since Carlo Ancelotti come in. We've only City and Liverpool have got more points than us in the last 10 games or whatever it is since he come in. But today it didn't look like that. It looked like Marco Silva's Everton, before Christmas, when we were just there to get bounced. And that's what it looked like. We weren't at it. You could tell within the first couple of minutes we weren't at it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin wasn't himself, giving the ball away, couldn't complete a 3-yard pass. Bernard, every one of them just give the ball away, and there was no response. Even when we went behind, there was no response. There was no response after half time, and it's so disappointing to see a performance like that. Liverpool home next, not a great. In some respects, it is a good game because it's a derby against them. And it's a chance to get out and show the fans you care and you're passionate. But, at Goodison we're decent. Away from home, we're dreadful. That has to change. That's the biggest thing, I think, that Carlo Ancelotti has to change, is our ability to go away and turn in performance. It's okay doing it at home in front of your fans. You've got to be able to go and be mentally strong and be able to do it on the road. And at the moment, we're not that. We've lost the 3 games. We've lost City away, Arsenal away, Chelsea away. And people might look and go, well, that's 3 at the normal top 6 teams. But Arsenal were bang average at best, and we lost that. City didn't have their full team, but today was the worst of the lot. It was dreadful, and Chelsea were missing 4 or 5 good players that would have made them stronger. So a really, really awful display. Second thing I'm going to look at is Jordan Pickford's performance. He's been criticised in the last 4, 6, 8 weeks. He hasn't had a good season. Let's not try and dress it up. I think there's a table going around, the shots faced. He's bottom of it with goals conceded compared to shots faced, I think it is. And he's bottom of that table. But today, he was Everton's man of the match. He kept the score down. It would have been 7 or 8 if it not been for Pickford today. He was probably the only one that could walk off and go, I had a go and I affected the game. I think other players affected the game in a very different manner, which contributed to the defeat. But I thought, considering people give him stick, and he's had a lot of stick, I thought today he deserved a bit of praise. I thought he did okay. Made some good saves, and like I say, kept the scoreline down. And the third thing I want to talk about just very briefly is the bigger picture. We've lost the game 4-0 today. It's not a great performance. Well, it's a terrible performance. But I think what it does is I think it'll show Carlo Ancelotti exactly where the holes are, if he didn't know already. I think midfield's a massive problem to us, it really is. I think Andre Gomez looked way off it today, and I'm never going to have a go with him because he shouldn't, in my mind, he shouldn't even be playing at the moment. It's incredible how quickly he's come back, but he looked way off it today. And let's have it right, if we had a couple of players who could do what he did, he wouldn't even be in the team. He may be on the bench battling his way back. Tom Davies was shocking. Everyone who watches this channel knows that I like Tom Davies. He was shocking today, he really was. He was so poor. And then the alternatives are really poor. Sigurdsson, really, really poor. He's been terrible all season. Schneiderlin's injured but hasn't been great. Delph has been injured far too often and hasn't pulled up any trees. Gabaman, we don't know anything about because he's injured and we probably won't see him again this season. So it's a massive area for us, the midfield. If you can't get hold of a game in midfield, you're struggling. And then today, to make things worse, the 2 wide players were shocking. Sigurdsson, like I've already mentioned. Bernard was terrible. Half-time, Walcott come on, was terrible. So we couldn't wrestle any kind of possession from Chelsea. And if you lose that midfield, then your front two have to have a good game, and they didn't. The Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin were poor, the pair of them. So it was just one of those days. But the bigger picture is, like you said at the start, is that he'll know what needs replacing. We need a right winger desperately. We need at least one centre midfield player who's a big unit, can get about the pitch, affect the play. We need a centre back who can go with Mina and Holgate and battle for those positions. A right back, Sidderby, decent going one way, not very good going the other. And they're the key areas. And if Carlo Ancelotti can solve a few of those issues, then this Everton team will improve big time. But today they were comfortably beaten. And like you say, the bigger picture is, let's get to the summer, let's ship a few out if we can, let's bring in some more quality, and then I think we'll see the other players, the better players, so who aren't playing well at the moment, like Luca Dean, who we know is much better than what he's showing at the moment. It'll give the likes of him a chance to improve, because at the minute he's not playing great either. Just certainly not to his level what he performed last season, but there's a few of them like that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to focus on today. Will be the bigger picture, and that is turning over some of this stuff. We'll have to be creative. It'll be difficult with the way the Premier League rules are, but that's what we need to do this summer. They're my 3 talking points. Chelsea 4, Everton 0. The Blues destroyed in West London today. Got exactly what they deserved, which was nothing. Fair play to Chelsea. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. If you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Check out the other match reaction stuff. Check Ped's Chelsea player ratings. Should be very, very interesting. Enjoy the rest of your day.